Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. Hopefully, everybody's having a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me on my live stream for Dune Awakening. We are going to focus on trying to get some resources together, and I think I need to build some turbines. So that will be part of the stream. I need not a lot of things. I just need calibrated servox. I have to collect for the live stream. I've done some editing to the chatbot a little bit. Just trying to, I find that it usually spams a lot of stuff in the chat on a regular interval. So I've made some adjustments so that it will engage maybe a little bit less. So we will have to see how it happens. I've put in rules where it will only kick in after a certain number of lines have been put into the chat. So if I get chat engagement, then it will put that in, and it is on a timer though, I think, too. So at a time interval it might pop something in, but I think it's very dependent on a certain number of lines to be put in. So there would have to be some sort of engagement in the chat to get it to kick in. So don't know how it's going to work out, but I made some adjustments just to make sure that it's functioning better with regards to that. I'll have to do some more tweaking. I'm always doing tweaking live streams. Got other ambitions to do as well. So yes, thank you everybody for joining me on the live stream today. I will be this is a Dune Awakening live stream. Tomorrow I will probably do another World of Warcraft live stream, and then because Tuesday is rolling out the new DLC for Farming Simulator 25, you can expect a Farming Simulator live stream on Tuesday. Yeah, so welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me. I am going to go into Dune here, and I have to get things going, essentially. See what happens here. I need to build some turbines. My power went out, so as you guys know, I've been doing a lot of Legion remix content. I mean, it has been a real grind, really. It's getting a little easier. Most of my live streams, as you might have been watching, has been in World Heroic tier. So if I create a new character, I go right into doing heroic tier, and that's whether that's a mage or a plate wearing DPS, and I've all done DPS. I'm not doing tanks. I'm not doing healers, so I'm grunting it out. I think the worst experience was my mage. I did an arcane mage. I will not touch an arcane mage. I don't like arcane mages. The saying goes. Anyways, so yeah, I digress on that. Okay, I do need some flower sands. Up out of here. Phase 3 kicks in as well for Legion on Tuesday. I need to get some flower sand. I hope I don't get like a sandstorm. I head out here. So some fantastic stuff. Gotta go farming for flower. So this is how you go farming into the Awakening. So if any of you guys are from my farming simulator group, you farm sand with hand tools, to tell you the least on the matter. All right, off we go. So I have a spot over here. I don't know if it got wiped out, did it? I might be in the wrong area. I think I am. Or maybe they removed it. They might have removed it. There's usually a flower sand spot around somewhere. That makes me sad. Dang. They took my flower sand spot away. I think I'm in the right area. I might have to do this the hard way, I think. Yeah, usually there's like a flower sand spot around somewhere. But it's gone, I think. Go over here. I need to turn the music down. This is one of the games that you really need audio. How loud is the music? Music is very loud. There we go. Audio cues are very important. For one, you need to know when sandstorms are coming in. And two, actually, I think I might grab some batteries, I guess. That's what we call that. Battery. Or getting to be dark, so that's where the Sardaukar ships come through. That'll be a bit concerning. Did they? Yeah, it already dropped. That's a Sardaukar ship. You don't want to be around that. Around. Yeah, I think maybe it hasn't rendered in. That's a possibility too. So, well, I guess find out shortly. Let me bring up the other lives. Sure, that's yep. Fine. Perfect. All right. Just that. Focus on my game. Oot, oot. There we go. We're gonna roll out over here. Oh, there it is. It came back. It was just a rendering problem. So what I like to do is I just park this here and I just start. This is how you farm. And Dune, I guess. I'm gonna get some resources together. So, and then you just pick it up by hand. So this should be fine. Then I just dump it into my buggy back there. I like doing this because I'm in Haga Basin. I guess I've done it also in I use a still suit. Forgot to fill up my still suit with my drinking water. But yeah. So I need to build at my main base essentially some more turbines. For some reason it says that I have like 8 days left of power. So that's probably because I'm still using certain tier 1 power sources. I may go out and just grab some more fuel cells and just do that. That's a potential possibility. But I'm going to try to get another power source up because those little power sources use up a lot of space. Okay, that's full. The other thing too is I'm trying to, like, I got batteries there just in case. Fire. So I just gather this and I refine it into silicon blocks and then I make fuel. I sell fuel too on the market, so at least on my server, because I haven't been playing for 2 weeks now, I'm thinking people are thinking, oh my god, I had the opportunity to buy all of this and now it's not here. That's how I make money off of or make Solari, I guess. What else? There's a lot of people don't like farming, right? So I'm a guy who plays Farming Simulator 25. So you get a couple of us on Dune, and you've got people who will go ahead and gather stuff. So. And then we build stuff and expand. So we're like ants, I guess. I'm gonna go back to the buggy. Maybe move the buggy a little bit closer. Park it like right here. It's safe from sandworms. And you don't need a lot of this stuff, but I try to get the whole patch. Oh boy, ship just fell somewhere. So even like what I've already collected is substantial amount. This depends on how big of a base you have. I mean, I've seen people with some pretty crazy large bases. Even people in my guild have like crazy large bases. Like right out of nowhere, I'm telling you. No. Audio cues, like I said, are a huge thing in the game. So for me, I listen to music, but I keep the volume of my music lower than the game music, because the game music tells me whether I'm in danger or not. So go figure. I also have to grab calibrated servot, so I'll have to do some combat, I think, on this live stream, because I am fresh out. For now, I'm just going to try to get my production going and see what happens. The sandworm over there somewhere. Oop, get dehydrated. So this game is going to be a huge success, I think. It's had huge success upon release, and now we're at the point that people want more content, so it's gotten a little stagnant. But they are continuing to do improvements to the game, and they're focused on quality of life improvements. And then I imagine over time, you will start seeing some pretty amazing things happen. I have to move this forward. Park it right here. There's a vibration that you have to watch for. Base backup tool. That's getting reworked, where you can store your... What the heck? Large noise. That's a worm somewhere. But, you know, I'm wondering if people would start using that to transfer a base from Haga Basin to the deep desert. I've kind of wondered about that. I thought about that today. Oh, there's the vibration noise. So if you hear that pulsing audio music, that tells you you're in worm. The worm can hear your footsteps, and it hones in. It's almost like Tremors. You guys have ever watched the movie Tremors? Kind of crazy, that. But they work on audio cue. I use soft step boots. But as you walk, or you use this machine to pick up the spice, you start making audio. I'm using a tier 3. I have used, I think, a tier 6 at this spot. Usually by now I would probably be outgrowing the worm. Yeah, there he is now. Just gonna back off. Do a little quick deposit. My flower sand. I'm gonna park right on here. I don't want this to get eaten. Before, I used to keep the actual buggy like completely off the field, but then I thought, I'm gonna move it closer because it'll be safe, and I can get out of town real quick. So hopefully, but everybody has had a safe, productive Halloween. Stay productive for all those people that got candy. I think it's been a lot of people have been watching the baseball too, so that may have affected some of the trick-or-treating activities on the weekend. So I'm gonna back up because just in case it does decide to come this way, I'll play park here. He's getting pissed off because he's swimming around. You can tell it's kind of like they've added their own version of the Jaws music. You can probably hear it right now. That's their version of the sandworm circling around. Like a shark circling. That's what I call it. People are like, what the heck is that music? This is the Jaws. So alright. So that's all I do. He's still circling. Oh, actually, he's right under me. Shit! He went right under me. Oh! No! Oh my god, that is so freaky. Okay. I think he's right over there. Because you don't really know where he's gonna pop up, right? That's the thing. I've almost got the field cleaned up, so. But this is, oh, I think he simmered down. I don't know where he went, but I'm heading over here. Now you can pick this stuff up by hand too, it just takes a lot longer, so if you need like a really small amount just to get those started. Oh, Landsrat is done. I don't like that Landsrat alert. I find it very alarming. Okay, what are we doing? We're doing Chome refinery contract sessions in play. That's what we're going for. Yeah. Few decrees. We're doing production contract. So refining will probably be very useful. If you hate sandstorms, when the best time to get out to a degree is probably Monday night. Is it like I've noticed that FunCon has removed standard sandstorms because it's too confusing, right? Because you get the alerts from what is it about the Coriolis storm. So people are like, well, is this a Coriolis storm or is this a regular sandstorm? So I think what they done is they just gone ahead and gotten rid of it. So getting a lot of stuff done for the last minute is usually good at that time. So a person that doesn't have a deep desert base that's not deconstructing doesn't have to do that. You could probably be out grabbing some extra spice if you want, or doing flower sand in the deep desert. That is an option for you as well. Running, I don't know, whatever else you can think of that you can run or do while there is a, you know, that seems to be impacting your gameplay by regular sandstorm because they're gone. They're completely gone. All right, so that is phenomenal. We got everything that we need. I'm going to just pick up just a few resources here and there. I'll probably grab a little bit of copper. And I don't need building material, so head this way. If I see fuel cells, I'll probably grab that. Here we go. Another really cool thing that they've implemented is that they no longer have those the water traps running all the time. So if you're at capacity, they'll shut down, go inactive. So you don't have to keep on farming for stuff unless you are constantly, you know, using your water supply. And that's a different story altogether. I can't tap that for some. I'll grab a little bit of carbon because I like to do steel too. To grab steel. So carbon is on this side. So phenomenal. What else? Live streaming functionality and tools. Let's see. Yesterday, I was trying to work on trying to work with auto dubbing. At least getting some sort of workflow set up for that, or visualize how the workload that would be involved with doing that. My top languages, of course, English is the top one, but I do get a lot of Germans that watch my content, and Swedish as well, apparently. So, and French. So, English, French, Swedish, and German. And at the moment, you cannot auto dub a live stream. There is work involved. You can get some language dubbing put in, but there is quite a bit of workload involved with doing that. I experimented with it a little bit, but then well, in the middle of doing it, I kind of mucked up. So I was like, I'll revisit this later. So I understand the workflow that I would have to do it. So I might go ahead and try it on one live stream and see what happens. So, but like I said, if I find that it's like too much work or whatnot, then I might not. You have to realize if you take like a live, like I think it's easier to auto dub like a video, because most videos when they're uploaded, actually the funny thing is videos are auto dubbed to a degree if you set it up properly. So if you do video content, you're already can make it a lot easier. So with live streams, it's a different story, right? Like sometimes you have like, if you're doing like an hour live stream, and most people don't do one. I mean, I suppose there are some. If you're trying to educate people on things, something, I don't. But oh, I already have carbon. Let's do sort. But anyways, you'd have to ensure that you're capturing captions. Not many people do that because there could be some performance concern. And then you have to get those captions downloaded. Then you have to translate the captions into other languages. And then you need to find software or a utility to take those translations and put them into some sort of like AI audio. So, for smaller content, it's probably easier, but for larger pieces of content, it may not be the case, depending on what method you're using. Because if you've got an 8-hour live stream, the larger the live stream, the lengthier it will be to do it. So you could spend for one live stream. So if you live stream, let's say every day of the week, and they're all 8-hour long live streams, well, you might find that your time spent trying to do all of those different tasks could eat up or make it impossible for you to live stream. Those are my theories on certain things, though. I think YouTube does want to try to do it, like bring it to live streamers in a automated fashion through the studio stuff. But they're like, well, that's going to be a lot of resources, right? So, because obviously they have to run a lot of servers to do it. So if they've got every freaking live streamer on the planet doing like 8-hour live streams, and the amount of processing time to do all of that would be insane, right? So that's the other thing too, right? You know, some people have complained, man, it's taking so long for YouTube to process this video, right? So if they add like audio dubbing on top of that for live streamers, it's probably going to slow down standard upload processing, which most people know takes a while, right? So that's where we have to say, come on, government, let's approve those AI data centers and pump out those videos. That's the only way you're gonna get that going. So go to your local don't do this, but go to your local politician's office and say, damn it, I am a live streamer and I need you to approve data centers. Oh god, so that I can get my videos up there quicker, right? Because that's what's going to happen. The data centers are going to be processing all of that, along with all of the other AI stuff that is coming down the pipe, right? But wow, eh? So that's what it is. So look at that. I didn't even get a full buggy full of like sand, and I'm making about what, almost 1,000 silicon blocks, and I can queue up another 1,000 apparently. So by the looks of it, but it looks like it's overdone here. So like I said, you really don't need a lot of flour sand, but it is not something that most people enjoy doing. So let's go grab some plant. Cool down, right? Sub 5 console. I love that little tooltip. When you walk in your base, it tells you if your power is active, how many days. So this base isn't too bad. I'm fine with it. It's my other base that I'm a little nervous about. Okay, let's put our plant fiber in there. That alone. All right, so this base is chopping up. So let me just take a look here. So because I was at max water, yeah, so now this is going to kick in here. So yeah, that's going to start kicking in. It'll shut off as soon as the water supply is up. So that is a quality of life function. So you won't have to create as many filters. So I've got a ton of filters. So I went ham on the filters. All right, we're going to go and fly to our other base and see what we can do over there. I might switch out my armor. Oh, I should probably take a drink. I'm parched. And got this water here. My other base, I'm not sure what the state is. I should probably check to see if any of my guildies are on. No, they're not. Some of them are taking a break. Go under guild. Yeah. Some of them haven't been on till the 8th, some on the 26th. I am probably the only one online. So, if you do run a guild, the best anything having to do with multiplayer, whether you're running a server or something, you need to be active on it. Just saying. So, or else it dies. Your community dies, whatever you're trying to build, right? Especially with an MMO, right? If you have no active guild participants, people are just gonna be like sayonara, right? So for me, no one in my guild knows that I live stream except for one individual. So I don't advertise that I'm a live streamer to my guild mate. I don't want to be treated any differently or anything like that. I just go in and I do my own thing. Some content creators go ahead and say, "Hey, I'm a live streamer. Check out my live stream." All of that, right? And then the whole, what happens is the whole guild kind of, I've noticed that especially in this game, all the whole guilds kind of swarm around the content creator and it becomes their focus. So me, I don't operate that way. So the other thing too is then you're responsible for the upkeep for the entire community and everything like that. So my channel, I'm predominantly farm sim, right? And I also play other games. So I do not see myself as a person that would be committed to a single community in a specific game. So that's probably one of the reasons, because if you run servers and stuff, unless you have people run your server, right? But mainly people want to see the content creator actively in that particular doing things, right? So, and with me, if I feel like playing Dune today, I'm gonna play Dune. If I feel like playing Farming Simulator, I'm gonna play Farming Simulator. If I'm gonna play World of Warcraft, I'm gonna play World of Warcraft. That's just how I am. I'm going to dictate exactly what I want to play, right? And I like a bit of variety, I guess you could say, is the type of person that I am. So I take breaks, I take sabbaticals from certain games, and I move on, and I do things. I try to keep a balance. Like, most of my channel is Farming Simulator. That is true. So I always go back. That's why I revolved around Farming Simulator, because I do enjoy Farming Simulator a lot. But I do like other games as well. So, but I'm a little selective too. So I don't know. I don't want to have like a flavor of the week kind of deal, right? I think people have a hard time trying to figure out what my channel's about sometimes. But I think earlier on I did do some flipping. I did have like some Farming Simulator people lead my channel at one point. And then because I was like going hardcore on Farming Simulator, and then poof, out of the blue I switched to a different game. And it's like, oh, maybe he's not playing Farming. Right. But then I think people started noticing, oh, that's fine as well. I think other content creators that have royally dedicated themselves to certain games, like they're like, well, I started a Farming Simulator channel. I noticed this past summer or this year, some of them have just slightly stepped out of the farming simulator niche and started doing other things that would help make streaming more enjoyable for them, right? Because sometimes whenever you start doing videos and you do live streams and stuff like that, oh god, I gotta do another live stream for this game, right? Not that we want to do that or give that impression, but it does happen. You get burnout. Everybody knows burnout. You know, the viewer has the you know, the flexibility to say, "Oh God, I'm burned out. I'm gonna switch to another game." Call of Duty, blah 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 blah, is coming out in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna jump on board and do that, right? And I think for content creators, they're usually held to a different standard. Well, you're a farming simulator content creator. You have to do farming simulator content all the time. There's no if, ands, or buts, which I think is probably an unfair, you know, inflection on the content creator, right? So if the viewer can go ahead and switch games, why can't the content creator, right, switch games? So I don't know, just perspective that I'm throwing out there. I think some content creators have been fearful. Oh, well, I set my channel up for this, and that means I'm stuck with it, right? But I think this past year, I've noticed some of them switch over to different games, like from SnowRunner and into what was it, construction simulator, still being safe within the specific genre of games, right? Simulation games and stuff, not getting too crazy like I've jumped into World of Warcraft and Dune. Dune is as a sandbox game too, in a way, so it's probably not too off. It's kind of like in between World of Warcraft and, I guess, farming simulator in a way. So yeah. All right, sandstorm is coming in. Don't be scared. The sand is going to like come in through the cracks and make it very cloudy. Let's see what we're doing for power. So I have about 3 days of power left. See if I can refuel that. I think it has to do with the the generators.
Sector weather alert.
Storm alert doesn't seem to do a damn thing. I guess that's if the power is out. No storm? There is a storm coming. Let's see if this switches when the storm goes over. I don't think that does a damn thing. The storm went by already. Right over here, so it's gonna hit me. So I'm gonna go in here. Let's see if this changes. I did have my power go out on the base while I was playing World of Warcraft. So this is probably the #1 base that I need to get power up. I think I'm gonna go get some like cells. I think it might be my cells. Might be low on cells. So I think the coming in is. Okay, we'll wait till it hits. It'll get all dusty in here. Yeah, there, it's getting dusty. What do you mean there's no storm? I'm in the middle of one. It might have to do with the shield being up. Maybe. I don't know. So power down in 3 days. I honestly don't know what that's about. So let me just check to see here. I usually keep fuel cells right here. And then I do make fuel. Have here. I do have smaller, probably I might need to do that. Let me just cut that out. Probably kick out some of these types. Let's see if that works. I'm out of silicon blocks, so I'll have to do silicon. Well, nothing for that. Let's just see what happens when that finishes. But what's this here? Take all of that up. Raw ore. This is where it all kicks out. So I got a lot of this fuel. Put it in. I bet you I got room. Or is that kicking out? Yeah, I got a lot of this stuff. I got a lot of that fuel, but I don't have the other fuel. Okay, that's why I want servox. Okay, we got over components. Chemical refinery products. I guess I should probably put it in. Oh. I'm really... Man, oh man. Anyone need industrial grade lubricant? I've got you covered. Fuel cells. See, let's put that in there. Got even more fuel cells. Trap. This wind trap filters. Let's just put the spice residue in there. And we will put the silicon block in there for now. So. I've got so much spice residue, I don't even know what to do with it all. So I need to do servox. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away, I guess. Kosh. Put on armor and I'll have to get servox, I guess. But I don't... That's full. It's all armor that I use. Don't need... I'm not going to be doing any spice harvest. Probably. Keep my leader John on me. Put the compact away. Scanner, I always carry scanner. We'll put the gun in place. I think we'll be... Hit deposit there. So my chat alerts came in at 9:12. About 48. $9.12. I don't know where it's getting that. Gonna put on the home equipment, I think. Any can. Most of this stuff I don't use. Just there in case of emergency. More chome equipment. Put that. That. Definite soft step boots don't add in. So, like, most of, for me, I am like shocked to the hill. Materials. What? Yep. I have a pair of pants. Probably deposit that. Hey, need chome pants. That's and probably gloves. Got pin cushion boot. Ammo. I got blueprints. Boy, oh boy, do I got probes. This is what happens when you put like a farmer in here. We just, you know, farm simulator kind of guy. Crazy. I thought I had a pair of pants somewhere. Maybe I don't. Or I did, but they're gone somewhere. But I probably gotta make some, I guess. Let's see, I have a fabricator over here. Is this the right one? I think so. See, it's kind of nice, you know? You're like, wow, I need this garment fabricator. Everything is there, for the most part. I'm going to buy comb. I will. Those. I only need the pants. Take this. Should be fine now. All right. Let's just make sure my inventory is somewhat clear. We have space for what I need to collect. I will probably equip my something offline. Gonna make more of these. Going through my water supply. Holy, I'll probably need to get some more silicon. Probably transport it over here, I guess. So I have a carrier ornithopter. I've got an assault ornithopter, a scout ornithopter. I have a few buggies, and I also have a spice harvester over here. So I got it parked there. In case people are wondering what I've got. Okay, let's go. I think I have to go to some of these bases. I think we'll do this one. Bash them out. I wonder how, so this pyramid is done by Kenshin, a member of my community. My Kiram gaming community. Done quite a bit of work. Lovely heart. It's, if you ever watch the show Stargate, well, that's a Gaul ship. What else has he worked on? This is his water tower over here. This big giant monstrosity. He's done quite a bit of work on this. And I imagine he'll probably do more work at some point. That's his carrier. He has all sorts of stuff all over the place. What else? He's helped a lot of guildies. He's helped me with some of my building construction projects to figure out, because I don't know how all the pieces work. This is what he originally first worked on. This is the main guild base. So we have all sorts of parking in here. We have ornament. Whoop. Well, I guess I don't have access anymore. Don't know what happened. Let's see here. Head this way. Must be under new management. I don't know. I haven't been on for quite a while, so maybe they thought I'm no longer playing. That I think we have like a rule that says that. Actually, am I even in the guild still? I think I am. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still in the guild. Not sure. Oh well. I very rarely go in here anyways, so I don't like, I think earlier on I did go in there, but I'm pretty self-sufficient. And then if I do need anything, I can always go to Kenshin's base because I have access to this. So works for me. There we go. I have a feeling that the permissions on the shields were not set correctly, or they were modified. It happens. Alright. They need a whole new... I think they need a quality of life permissions upgrade, I think. Because there's a lot of stuff you need to set permissions for. Everything from vehicles to shields to doors to accessing different things. Probably a hand here. Four? Oh! Oh, crikey. Did my... Yeah, I still have it. Oh. Holy crap. Sorry, buddy. I win. Flawless victory. Alright. Go in here. I have to find if I can get some stir boxes.
Reveal yourself. They're coming. Help! Help!
So guns don't really work while I have shields on, but they can diminish the power source a little bit. I'm over level for these guys. So I'm just farming material. These guys I don't like. Quick. I'm completely specced and planetologist. I think this is all destroyed. Big. Come on. Oop. I can drink water. Knockback isn't as much. Critical injury. Yikes. Revive. Impact. Grenade. 5. I'll heal up. Can I go upstairs almost? I think I can. These guys, the melee ones are usually pretty challenging at times. Okay. Oh boy. The other thing too is that I know some of our guys are taking a bit of break, so it's possible that they might have just said, well, we don't want people just clearing everything out, right? So put the shields up, block people out, that makes sense too. But for me, I need to get in here because I have what stuff. Need to upgrade a few things. Place punch. Am I getting any servot? Calibrated compressor. I have to go somewhere else to get. Go downstairs. We'll kill this guy. AI is not very smart. This is granite. Okay, so this was a bus to go to a different one. Our tool out. So they made some improvements where that will show up more. Let me think here. Might go to where the canyon is and see if there's any bases I can raid there that might have it. Might be a good idea. Base down. What about this facility? That facility might be a good place to hunt. And what I might need, potentially. I'm gonna land on this side though. We'll enter. There's like a camp here too, I think. Oh, am I out of bullets? Nope. Now, this is where the scanner comes in. The water drops tell you where water sources are. Most of the time it's people. Oop. He sees me, I think.
Reveal yourself. Where's my reinforcements?
Oh. Oh gosh. No! Stay away. That was pretty close. Get 5 care of it. Now, oh, they got those guys too here? Oh.
Watch your back.
Flamers I don't like. Out of the way. See if I can duck over here for a little bit. 5.
Empty. Die. Enemy sighted.
Roasty, toasty. Oh,
Need to reload.
Out.
do the vehicle reach. Right. It's there? Takes me back to my base. You can go back to your body to loot. I think, I guess my chat bot is behaving. It's doing a lot better. It's not so spammy, I don't think. So, which is a good thing. Mainly the primary message is, hey, I've got a Discord. And then also the message of like follow, like, and share if you're watching. So I think that's pretty good. Nice. We're gonna go fly back. I guess if you got the recovery tool out, I guess you can't. That kind of sucks. You have to switch out of the recovery tool. I don't know about that. That kind of, I suppose that slows people down a little bit for PvP. Go ahead over here. Is that another? Oh, that's just a bait. I think I landed up here. I think I'm gonna move my sword to slot 1. Bit better. And I can re-loot body. Yeah, I lost a lot of stuff there. Crazy. Here. So you can loot this. That is a complex machinery. That's always not the servox that I'm after though. So it's the facility for this. There's a causeway over here. I don't know where that. This is a fairly large facility.
Shield on. You're dead.
I'm gonna take this guy. That's better. There's a box over there in the corner. Pick that up. I might have to go to another location to get my servoxes.
There's someone here. Where's my backup?
Reload.
Hello, Michael. Welcome in. We are playing Dune Awakening today.
Heal yourself.
Hopefully you're having a great day. Did Jess or Juan have a live stream this morning? I don't think I saw anything pop up. Are they like on vacation? Maybe it just didn't show up in my feed. To manually go to their channel. 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Oop. Yeah, it's starting to cool down. I know that you usually watch their live stream, so quite religiously. Don't think they live streamed today. They did? Okay, I'm gonna have to go to their... They didn't show up in my feed. I guess I'll have to go to the channel and watch it later. 3 hours long? Okay. Later I'll probably go to their channel and try to find it, because normally I get notifications, but for some reason I didn't get a notification. Did they do a live stream yesterday? Because I didn't even get a note, because usually they do Saturday and Sunday and Friday usually. So for some reason I haven't been getting any notifications. Perfect. Have to check it out. And see if they hit all 3 days. Yep, I didn't get any notifications. So I don't know what that's all about. Because it was strange, because I was like, well, I guess maybe they're taking the weekend off or something. Oh, I'll go to their channel. I'll have to go. Yep, I got no notifications at all. Which is strange, because usually every weekend when they live stream, I get like notifications. Oh. So I guess YouTube might be doing something. I guess I blame YouTube. Not sharing notifications. The new sunset? I have no sunset. I have clouds. That's what I have. It's been raining all weekend. And I don't think it's raining now, but we have usually low clouds all the time. So that's normal for our fall weather, at least in the lower mainland.
There's someone here. Help! Help!
Just grab that to kill this guy. Okay, let's go to 4. I think I have to go out of this area. So I don't know about the sunset. We haven't been getting sunset. Well, I suppose there are sunsets, but it's hiding behind the clouds. There. Oh, the clocks change, don't they? Oh, I don't think we changed the clocks. I don't think I got around to doing that. Daylight savings time, I think, kicks in or something. Haven't done that yet. My computer is set correctly, probably, because it does it automatically, but I don't think our... Let me go check my microwave. One sec. Someone else has gone ahead and changed the clocks in my place, so they are set correctly. But I totally forgot. I didn't even know until we had this conversation. But because I got up, I decided to grab some Oreo cookies because I noticed that there was some. But I do have soup to eat too. Fresh barley beef soup. Gonna dig into that right now. Love barley soup. Even the beef variety's good. I've had turkey. I've tried chicken. Chicken's really good too. Okay. Step on the scale. Guess how much he weighs, and it's in 5th grade. Oh. I don't know. I'm thinking probably should be under 100. I would think. Or around 90. 90 to 100, I think. 5th grade. So I'm gonna guess, is he like 120? Because you're probably going to say, man, this is too much. Step on this girl. What? Oh my god. Does he work out? Maybe he does muscle. Maybe he has muscles. Is he really tall? That's another thing too. That's about my weight, and I'm 42. Oh, wow. Well, let me see. I won't knock it because when puberty kicks in and all the hormones kick in, he could probably melt all that fat off too. Because part of fat loss or metabolism functionality is all chemical based, right? Testosterone, especially in men, is a huge factor in weight loss. So, and then as you get older, like I think once you start getting into your 30s, your testosterone starts going down, which affects your ability to metabolize like fat, right? So once puberty hits, it could go the other way, and he might end up like skinny as a rake. Oh great, what do we got going on here? What the? How rude.
Reveal yourself.
Shots fired.
Reinforcements.
Oh. Here. Hello. I don't know, there must be a sniper. Five three? Yeah. Not shorter than me. But like I said, puberty sets in, he might grow taller.
Something.
Put the security alert on. Hello, buddy. I gotta regrow my stamina here. Yep, I'm 42. And I'm about 5'9". And I weigh about that amount. My weight usually switches. I usually go between, 190 to 200. So. What was that? That's a ray amplifier. Intel point. I don't think I've been in this facility before. You're 5'10". Yeah, so you're taller than me.
Enemy spot.
Where's my reinforcements?
Oh, come on, sword guy. Leave me alone. Go away. Get a life. I don't like those gunners. They're... These ones are okay because they use a different type of. They use lighter bullets. Those guys are fine. There's a downstairs hatch there. Yep. Yep, you are definitely lighter than me. For the longest while, like my height has not really changed. I think I was about this height probably when I was 16, I think. And when I was younger, I was like probably like around 100 or something. A little bit more than that. I think 120. Through most of my teens, I was like a 120. And then in my 20s, I probably went maybe like between 150 to 160, which is pretty skinny. And then once I got into my 30s, that's where I think most of my weight gain kicked in, because that's where you start to reduce your natural development of testosterone unless you change of diet and take a lot of different other factors in place. Oh, at 16 I was around 120. And I was active and doing things, so I did a lot of hiking, a lot of walking, so hiking is probably I did quite a bit of that when I was in high school. Pretty much every weekend I was climbing a mountain, it seemed like. With my friends. And then when you're doing that, you're carrying a heavy pack. I usually carried a pack that had quite a bit of stuff in there, probably well, if I'm doing a day pack, it would probably be about 60 pounds. And then if I'm actually going camping, then it's probably closer to about maybe 70 to 80 pounds on my back and carrying my own weight up the mountain.
Attack!
And these hikes would probably be in a day, probably about maybe 12, probably between 8 to 12 kilometers. And then if I'm camping, I spend the night and then I pack up and hike out. What is... Dead. I need to go to another location. And I need to take a drink of water. Water. This is the guy that was probably shooting at me earlier. My high school, I wasn't like that low in weight. That's extremely skinny. We did have some girls that were at that weight, and most of their heights were like about like 5 foot or 4 foot. Well, probably not 4 foot, probably 4'9" to 5 foot. All right. This place has probably got my calibrated servo. Middle school, I can't remember that far back. Let's see. I was probably much skinnier than that, or at that time, I guess. No, I was skinnier than most of my classmates, that's for sure. This is getting brutal. Come on. Okay, that guy's dead.
You'll do nice.
I think at that time, I really didn't pay attention to weight. So, all that I know is that I was pretty much skinnier than most of my classmates. Like skinny like a rake, as I was at the time. Aha! Calibrated servot. We're on to something.
Some of our scouts have just returned. They report that the Zalakdir is thick with no scavenger camps. The skies above are heavily trafficked by both warring houses, and the destruction they rain upon the desert draws the scavies like flies.
Is there anything else I can loot in here?
As my father would say.
What about this thing?
And
Nope.
easy pickings. At this point, we just need to be moving as many live bodies as possible. Quantity
More
over
servot.
quality. We are processing 2 slave hunts per week, when we should be processing 4 or 5. Our scouts in the Graben report they're tracking several bands of deserters. I know the reward might be nice.
I'm gonna need a new
more
sword
often
pretty
not,
soon.
The deserters are better equipped and trained than our guys. It's not worth the effort. For now, let us focus on captured teams in the Zalakdir and knock some heads, as my father would say.
Oh no!
Raban is Mala before we become that Mala.
I need to get out of there. That's nasty. Here's a. I picked that up already. Yeah. Oh. My sword's getting busted. But when I was in school, I don't think there was a lot of focus on weight. Not in the way that I think maybe some of the current generation was focused. When I was in high school, the main concern was anorexia. Like a lot of people that would do things that was unhealthy. They wouldn't very well or stuff like that. That was the main discussion, I think. I don't know if that's the thing these days. But I have a feeling that maybe some of that is there, but in a different light. Because now, you know, there's other health concerns, right? I think when I was growing up, there wasn't really a focus on like diabetes, stuff like that. I mean, I think that usually came, I think those types of discussions came when I was out of high school. Like the research for that and all of that, right? So people were more focused on making sure people were eating properly and not focusing so much on losing weight and not having proper eating habits and stuff like that. But I remember constantly we had a lot of discussions about, you know, people being anorexic or trying to mold themselves in a specific form. Mostly, I think girls were mostly affected by that. I think when I was growing up, guys were not affected. I think the opposite was even more stress. Like guys, I think just naturally ate as much as they wanted and whatnot. Because I think it'll sound a little sexist, but there was a lot of sexism when I was growing up. So guys were not expected to worry about what they looked like. It was kind of considered more of a feminine kind of thought process. So if you started saying things, oh, well, I'm going to stop eating, or I'm worried about my weight, or my weight was, and stuff like that, none of that was conversation. When I was growing up, it was kind of like taboo. Made you look less macho, essentially, because you're more focused on, you know, your looks and everything like that, right? So for guys, the other spectrum of it, girls focused more on that, right? And because girls focused on that, guys focused less on it, right? Because they were like, well, I don't want to look like a girl, right? That's the kind of mindset that was in high school. So it didn't matter how much a guy really ate, I don't think, too much. I think it was actually even pressured and encouraged that you actually ate more, right? If you ate less, then you looked like less of a guy. It seemed like, at least that's the impression that I had when I was like kind of growing up. So I mean, there was like, I recall when I was like, I think in junior high, like we literally rebelled people on that could actually out eat other people. It was like that's how guys were. Like I remember going to McDonald's for like a class trip because we went somewhere, and we were literally cheering on how much one of our male students, or one of my co-students, whatever you want to call it, how many Big Macs he could eat, right? Like, and he bought a lot of Big Macs. I think he bought like about 5 of them, and he had like about the fries with it as well, and ate it all. And we were like, go, 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 go. So I don't know if they have that kind of mentality these days. I'm doubtful. I think it's probably the opposite now. I think there's more focus in the other direction, I think.
Sector weather alert. A
So.
large sandstorm is approaching.
So it's kind of interesting. So each generation seems to have a different set. Like it was even different for my parents. They had a way of being their own upbringing and norms, and then of course my grandparents, they had their norms, and each generation it just changes, right? So, and the next generation coming up, well, they'll have their own norm. Well, what's acceptable? Social, excuse me, etiquette, right? Okay, how many Servoxes do I have now? I have 58. I probably need a lot more than that. Just go kill this guy. Sure if there's any more, like, there's all of this facility down. So, but like I said, it seemed like girls were more worried about weight than guys when I was growing up. And I think it wasn't very common for guys to worry about their weight, because they would be like, oh, what are you, a girl? Right? That's kind of the mentality. Holy crow! Hello, guys.
Eyes on hostile.
This says, come on.
Found you.
I just kind of hit this guy as much as I can. I hit the Windows key button again. Don't do that to me. No. I probably have to... Oh, well, at least this guy's stuck in here. Can I drink? Oh, I can. Kick me out. Let's die, please. Okay, you can reload. Yay, killed him. So yeah, I guess that's what it is like growing up in the 90s. So. Social norms are completely different these days. And how people focus on different things, I guess. And I think the slight transition of the idea that I think the 90s it was still slightly traditional that the guy was the breadwinner, and then the girl would be the housewife. So slightly in my generation, it was I think a transitional period for that line of thinking. I think in the 90s.
Engage them.
Because there were some independent women and there were women in the workforce. So, but equal pay was not there. That was something that women had to fight for equal pay. I think women are, a little bit better off now compared to then, but I think they still, do the fight for that. I have a feeling most of what I've just said is probably in history books now. I don't know. Because I know in social studies, when I was at least in high school and stuff, I had learned, social norms of the prior decade. So I don't know if they still teach current social norms or not, and compare them or whatnot. Every 10 years, the social norms change too. Like upgrade or something else. Okay, I think I have enough Servox. What is this place anyway? Place is Kader's Shadow. I'll probably build another. I have to remember this place. This was pretty good. I got nearly 100 Servoxes, I think. Not sure how many I actually. But I took a lot of social studies courses and humanities courses, which falls into that, so you kind of learn quite a bit about those types of things. I found it interesting. History doesn't just cover war, it covers, the history of society. But probably didn't know any of that, did you, Michael? I don't know. But one thing that I will say, I think every generation, there is always a transitional phase. I don't know what the current transitional phase is these days. Some of them are extensions of existing ones. Like, okay, well, we've resolved this. Now we got to resolve that, right? Okay, we got that there. Over here. Wait, I went the wrong way. Have components that I don't know if I have it. Okay, do I have enough to build one now? I probably don't. A feeling that they're like well over 100. Those power. I put one right here. Number 8? Utility. Oh, I can. Right on. Okay. So let me just double check something. That will get. I can probably bring another fuel generator down, or another generator. Okay. Here we got 3 days on. Let's see what happens. Put the next one. Yeah, I have a feeling it has to do with these generators over here. Maybe? I don't know. What about that thing up there? Is that online? That's... Yeah, that's online. But... It could be the smaller ones, too. I got a lot of those other... Reach building limit of this category. I think I'll probably have to destroy one of these. Take one of these offline. Okay. Grab those. Fuel cell. I think I can put one. Yeah, I got like 2,000 20K of industrial grade lubricant. Wow. There you go. That one's online. That's a lot. How's my power now? Three days still. So I don't think I will shut down. I have a feeling it has 6 days. We're up to 6 days. I refueled some generators. It's probably because I have... It's not those smaller ones, it's these ones up here. These need the standard lubricant, yes. So that's where it is. So what I probably will need to do is start removing these ones out and replacing them with these, I guess. So, slowly but steadily. And I'm going to need some more filters. Alright, over here. These ones probably need filters too, I bet. And they're still remaining inactive because my water sources are full. So, which means I can probably start cranking out some more. So they'll only kick in when my water supply is like diminished or reduced, and then they'll start doing things. I really haven't used a large amount of my water. I probably can make some more plastinium over here, or plasta. I can make aluminum. Well, yeah, I've got like 690 that I can make. My water capacity is not 1 million, it's 647k. I probably could increase my water holdings if I want. We're gonna go through. I can still make more. I'm still trying to make tons. I got so much titanium and gravidium. So, Kenshin and myself did a lot. Before I took my break, I had these containers over here full of ore and also spice. So, I like had 1 week done, I think 1 week one thing, like the ore, and then another week with tons of spice. And now I'm trying to get it all manufactured and bottled. I could probably run more of these, but I'm running a very minimalistic setup for the amount. If I was to go out and play every single weekend, I would probably need about 5 or 6 of these set up, or 7, I don't know, or more. And same with this, and I'd be just cranking out stuff. And then I'm like, well, what am I going to do with it all, right? So, I'm just one person, so I don't really need all of that. So, but I am producing because I'm getting prepared for December. So I do what I have to. I can also sell some of my stuff as well if I want to. Like I have a lot of decent amount of Solari. I suppose I could, like, literally have both this base and the other base just cranking out, like, paste or silicon block or fuel, and selling those on the market. Did I bring that online? Okay, can I build another one? If I can build it. Nope. Only this one. regular one. I need at least another load of Turbines. So it's 50 per, so maybe I'll go and get some more. So we'll see. But somewhere in this area. Is it that one that I did? These comms. Can't remember which one I went. I'm gonna put myself in hover mode. Where's the Cavalier? That's the barrack. Dayside. This plant. I don't know which one I do. Is that a park? East Palms, Weathertop. Not sure. Probably doesn't. Yeah, I know I did that outpost. Pretty. Another one. Just head this way. There's like these outposts all over the place. There's another small outpost. Do I want to do that one? I like a decent sized outpost. Here's one down. Oh, that one. Looks like an interesting one. Look at this one. We have vehicles in.
You made the wrong turn.
Something over here that I. Yes. Turbot. Yeah. I should have enough to. Other. There's a lot of dudes in.
Shields up.
Look at that. That's a bike. Like that. Oh, that's it. Okay. I did. Oh, that's how you get out of there. Nice. Just keep that in mind if you ever get stuck in one of those. I need to scan the area. Is that good? I got that chest already.
Someone's here. Got them. I need help.
Okay, I'm gonna go around.
Fresh start.
Go upstairs. Seven Servox. Probably upstairs. Med kit. Go upstairs more. The survive. Oh, 17. Nice. Great. Most of you guys are like, oh, I already knew that. I don't do a lot of farming of Servox very often. Most of the Servoxes I got was just from leveling, because you have to go to all these areas and I just would loot everything, right? So getting into like a regular standard farm pattern didn't have. Also, I had some help from guildies with some stuff. Okay, here's another base. Might do this one. I think I'll land up here though. But, about that area. I only need a little bit more for one more to bring online. To really put, I have a feeling to put this tool in my favorite. The cleaner. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Are you serious? I'm like crowded in here. This is a good base, but I'm getting... It's too narrow. Just, here. I'm gonna have to... I'm like low on stamina. Because of the problems. 7. 6.
Reloading quickly.
Took care of that. More Servok. So I guess hunting these down isn't too challenging.
Get them. Fresh stock.
Another one coming. That look this. Oh. There. Do we have any else up this? Just a small number of items. Okay, let me go like 49, so that's not bad. That's like almost like one generous. Oh, hello.
Identify yourself.
Where's my backup?
These guys used to be annoying at one point. Think there's anything else I can grab here. Just jump down. We'll find another location. We'll do one more location. And then we'll put another one online. I just need a facility. Is this a good facility? Might be a good one. Try this one. I think I did this one, didn't I? Yep, that's the one that I already did.
goes. Seize him. Bound. Engage them.
Who's there?
Complex machinery is also good to pick up. So a little bit of light farming, I guess you call this. Like the guy.
Heal yourself. Fire. Press back up.
My sword is almost like damaged. That ship coming. Ah, crikey! These guys scare me. Wow.
Got them.
Whoa. Halloween's over, buddy. Whew. Have to go upstairs. Gee, those little side closets have something. Here. Here. Med pack. Med packs are good. Check this room. This is multi-level stuff. This will probably have. Oh, I'm out of the range of where what I'm looking for. Close it. I don't. I'm getting complex. Oh, here's some Servox. Drop. I just dropped the ore. Don't. Keep the light stuff. This takes care of this. Just go upstairs. Oh, hello. And I think that will do it, I guess. How many do I have now? I have 64. Too bad. My weight is like at max. Go ahead and head back to base. Anything here?
They're coming.
That guy snuck up on me. Yeah, so don't know how the PvP people feel about the fact that you have to actually hit an extra button on your keyboard to switch. Head back. I should have enough to bring at least one more online. And I'll take out one of the, if I have to, I'll take out one of the lower generators. My focus. The only thing that I run the risk of is that I will have to do a spice farming to get residue. Some of my guild mates are doing the spice infused fuel cell generators. I don't think, for me, I don't think that's practical. So hopefully they're doing it because they need it instead of because they want to. I suppose you can do whatever you want, I suppose, but I'm sticking to what I specifically need. And I know that I honestly don't intend to do a heck of a lot of spice farming consistently. All right. I just do what I need, I guess. I reached my building, so to fix that, we're gonna just demolish one of these. So these baseline ones will eventually be. Put one of these online. So yeah, they're doing this one. This requires a lot more farming. You need cobalt paste, you need complex machinery, a lot of it. Silicon blocks, advanced machinery. And then, of course, the resources, you need irradiated cores, which you can get in the radiation zone, but that's not a zone I usually like to go into.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Big on that. Bring this one on. I've got like 20k of industrial grade lubricant. So, alright, that's online. Pick up our fuel cells. Just deposit these. So if you demolish something, just keep in mind that they'll be on the floor if they can't fit in your inventory. Not that I have to worry about fuel cells, but you know, so far this whole area was full of these little smaller ones. So
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm.
Like your base is only allowed a certain number of specific items. So it's expected that at some point you get rid of the baseline stuff. So we are sandstorm now. Advanced weapon fabricator. sure if we can make anything else over here. Resume. So, silicon blocks, I'll probably need more of those. Which means more harvesting of sand, I guess. Flowers. Get rid of some of. I'm gonna go actually upstairs. We'll inject. So, yeah, probably have to get more silicon or more silicon block. I guess Kenshin was on earlier before I got. I started my stream at 5 p.m. So. Hey, well. What I think I might do a run to get more cobalt done, I guess. My best buggy, but we'll probably use apply to the get some cobalt paste going. I find every time I fly through here, it's very dusty. We'll get some etherite crystal. Well, hopefully we'll do next. So far, I think my chatbot is working a bit better. It's not so spammy. I like that better. It's following like an interval. So I think it's a lot better. So I say yay on that. Down here. Because before it would just flood the chat, so take a drink. Okay, give me a moment. Pop a little bit. I might have to make some coffee. I'll be right back. What's going on? Okay, I'm back. Oh, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably create some widgets for that break scene. If, like I said, the chat is a widget. I put that in. I'm not running that off of like Stream Element. That runs off of my computer directly. So all the scripting is done and all that. So that was pretty cool. Took me a while to get everything that working, but I might put some other widgets probably on the break scene. some point. Just to spice it up. Alright, let's go and get in here. Is there anything in here? Oh, there's cells. Okay. I'm not gonna go like crazy on the aetheryte crystals. Farming. Here. Yeah, I forget how I got in there. I think I have to go this way. I think there's like another entrance over here. Yeah. This takes me into the canyon. And I'll just get nothing too crazy. Simply because I find that I do already have quite a bit of cobalt paste as just so get a little bit. If you're like purely desperate, right? Or if you're stepping away or I don't know. Maybe you can like go full clear. See if the lights come on. Turn them. Did this go off? Yeah. The quality of life item not implemented yet. Here is my place for mining. Is that it there? We're coming up to it now, I think. Just cross over here, I think. Not sure if there's like another entrance up here on the side. Oh. Way. I'll refuel this. Starting to get dark. So doing these types of activities, they're doable, but sometimes people find it very boring. So I would say, well, for one, buggy is a little quicker, so if it definitely recommend doing buggy stuff, or getting the best gear, or doing it with a partner. Definitely better if you do it with a partner. Kenshin and I do quite a few things together. Kick it out. I've done some operations with other guild mates or on the game. Queen. I don't remember who else. Haven't. I've done a run. Yeah. Oh yeah, Hannah. So. Queen and Hannah. There's other guild mates too, but like I said, for the most part, I'm a kind of a solo player. I think most of our guild are solo players. Oh, and Friend. Friend is a pretty cool person. Friend guild. I've done a few things with him. I think he likes the PvP or the combat aspect of it a lot more, so I've done a combat thing with. So I'm just going to do the easy area. If you do I can do a full run as well. And that usually gets me full. At least with my storage. Not sure with the newer storage. I'm not sure if this buggy has a storage or the other one. Slowly upgrading both. Here? I think so. Doing this can be a problem if you've got other people out here mining. Oh. And if you do group activities, generally you might end up splitting whatever you get. Might end up doing double the work. That's usually kind of how it works. They partner up, you split the spoils. Sort of how it works. Unless you have an exceptionally, really generous individual with you. On a few occasions, I've said, "Oh, I'll just go with." I've gone with certain guildies, and they're like, "No, you take your share." I'm like, okay, fine. But not many people know exactly my setup, right? So. As an example, when I heard about the spot where I get my flower sand, there was a base there, and I had indicated, oh well, I guess that's just pretty close to where I am, and one of the guildies was like, no, it's not. Like, but you don't know where my other base is. Right? So they assumed, right? Because we have a rule that generally the guild will pay for your taxes, right? And then you've got one base that you don't even have to pay taxes for, right? But anyways, I thought it was kind of comical. And sure enough, I was over there like religiously just scooping up that flower sand. But the spawn does not do like a full buggy load. So usually I have to like return, but the thing is that clearing up the entire patch, like it's gonna take a while my unless you've got tons of refineries set up or chemical factories set up, probably not going to go through it all rapidly. So for me, I don't really need a lot. I get my supply pretty quick, and then that's about it. And then I actually sell some on the market. And I put a lot of product on the market, and I have to set it for 14 days. Sometimes it won't even sell right away. Like it'll sit there for a week or 2 weeks, because I think 14 days is 2 weeks. So a bunch will get sold. Go back up this way. I think we'll head back home. How much did I get? Yeah, that's about half a tank. That's good enough. But yeah, so set it to 14 days and it'll sell over 2 weeks. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what the situation is now, because they have made some changes. There was a bug where people would auto repair. That's been patched, so now people have to repair, so they might some of the stuff that I produce a little bit more. Some of the stuff people argue is overpriced. I don't know about that. Like, I think our server is probably reasonably priced for stuff. And I really don't need a lot of Stellari. Even the rare blueprint, as an example, from the Landsrat are reasonably cheap. And you can't buy multiple blueprints. It's just the way it is. It's there and that's it. So yeah, I should be fine with this amount. We'll get it processing. I will have to make a note to send some silicon blocks over to the other base. Might have to do another run with regards to that. Don't think I want to go up that way. So at the moment, I'm still processing plastinium, so once I get through that, I might have to go and do some more plastinium mining. Say, hey, do this. Okay, I think this is my exit point here, yeah. And then I have a lot of spice residue, so I might, once I run out of, like, you get a lot of spice residue when you refine melange. $19 power. Fill this up. There we go. It's like almost full. So don't think I can only power chemical refinery. Do cobalt paste. About 90. So I'll have a lot of cobalt paste. I can make 677 low grade lubricant. Out of spice resin. Figure. There goes a ship. All right, I think that should do it on this. That I just wanted to jump on here and just get things cranking. Sure, my power is fine. Everything is cranking up stuff. Not really much more to do. I'll probably be back tomorrow just to check how everything cranks. Just hit quit Twitch game. Bit of a marginalist. Yeah, I guess probably I'll just end the live stream at this point. I was thinking of jumping into it. Probably try a different character. If I can get Starfield. Starfield's a bit challenging. Sort of get going. Never live streamed it before because it's a bit source dog. So we'll just see if it'll work. Is it going most? So yeah, it doesn't like it. Definitely a resource heavy. Yeah, I don't think it likes it. Says it's running. I don't think it's gonna work. Just for solo play, for me to play, I had to do something to get it to work. Yeah, I don't think it's like playing system collect. Or maybe it will. Will it? That's oh. It's over there. I do need to get it on the other stream. Well, that's important. A incorporated auto detection. Let me switch this to Starfield. See what happens. it gonna work? I think so. Capture from a specific. I'm just curious to see if it'll work. I need a better system. This one is the game that has to be on an call that hard drive. NVMe drive. So that is becoming more common these days, that people are going to that type of solid state drive, but yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Definitely not up over here. I think I'll probably end the maybe if I end the vertical live stream, better try that. I think, well, that's probably